Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, Inverse Crown has been out for quite some time now on Punishing Gray Raven, and as you all know, when it comes to Punishing Gray Raven, when it comes to Alpha, when it comes to just Lucia itself, since I dropped over $100 on the Lucia Pyroth patch, you guys know absolutely how much I love this game and this character. When it comes to this character, I have played every single one of her variants and I have enjoyed playing every single one of her variants. When it comes to getting each of those variants at least some modicum of money put towards them, when it comes to Lucia, regardless of whether it's Lucia Alter or my favorite version, the original Alpha, I absolutely do not skimp when it comes to my love for this character. And so as this character is so popular with me, this character is also popular with a myriad of people within the community, including Kuro Games itself. This character is Kuro Games' favorite character. Alpha is their favorite character. And so with that being said, I want to go back into the annals of Alpha history when it comes to her media, and I have selected 3 different theme songs that all 3 represent Alpha in my genuine opinion and what I view as their primary theme songs. And now, while Crimson Abyss came out, she didn't exactly get her own theme song, if I remember correctly. Narwhal was widely considered the anthem for Punishing Gray Raven more so than just being Alpha's theme song, and as we all know, Narwhal is Rosetta's theme song, actually, so when it comes to that, we will not be using Narwhal for Crimson Abyss's theme. In actuality, we're going to be using Who I Used to Be, as I feel as though this is primarily a more so Crimson Abyss coded theme song, as opposed to it just being a Crimson Weave theme song, despite this theme coming out during Crimson Weave's patch. At least, if I remember correctly, if it came out during her patch. But I don't want to go out of my way giving you guys a history lesson on how much I love this character or anything like that. I just want to get into the theme songs, and I actually want to know you guys' opinions, as well as form my own opinion throughout the video, of which theme song is the best for Alpha in general, and which theme song do both you and I believe represents each iteration of her character the most. And so now that we have all of that out of the way, we're going to go in chronological order in terms of character, not in terms of release date for each theme song. We're going to determine whether or not they're good, we're going to rate them out of 10, we're going to determine if they match the actual character, and then we'll pick the one unified theme song that can apply for every single one of the characters as a whole, and we will determine which one of these 3 theme songs for each version of the actual character itself is actually, well, you know, fitting for all of them at once. So anyways, without further ado guys, I want to go on ahead and I want to get into Who I Used to Be, Alpha's character impression song. And now obviously, according to the title, this should undoubtedly be her actual theme song across all of her variants, across all characters. But we are still going to slate this as a Crimson Abyss theme song in general, so let's just get right into it and see which theme song is the best Alpha theme song, now that her newest theme, which I believe is the Homecoming Voyage Down the Cursed Path theme, has been out for quite a bit now, so we're going to determine which is the best. My god, man. Oh, I love that beginning. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Yo, guys, I'm gonna be real. This is fire. For reflection in your eyes, who am I inside? Hatred lingering, it won't unravel me, bring me to my knees. How am I still so cold? Living in the dead. Flip a switch and do not feel. Am I even real? who I used to be. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is like a banger. Like, this is a banger, guys. Okay? Like, this is easily top 3 of all-time theme songs for Punishing Gray Raven. Like, the visuals, the lyrics, everything about this is literally perfect. It is literally perfect. Like, it's really hard to say whether or not this is not the best. It's really difficult to say something like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, who I used to be. I mean, Crimson Abyss might already have the one up. Slash it through the dark, dog. Who I am, hold my hand. All the visuals, all the memories. Oh my god. God, do you guys remember when her motorcycle was not like some fancy futuristic shit? Oh. Oh man, guys. Oh man, guys. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is difficult. This is difficult, guys. This is difficult. Alright, so first and foremost, I think that this theme song is easily a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Like, all the way from the visuals, the lyrics, what the lyrics mean, the actual instrumental and stuff. Like, this really speaks to Alpha's character as a whole, which is understandable because this is literally called the Alpha's impression song. When it comes to Crimson Abyss specifically, I feel like the lyrics end up explaining a story that is also beyond Crimson Abyss, which is, you know, like, obviously the Alpha impression song. This theme in particular, if we look at it from the optics of Crimson Abyss, when people first meet Alpha and they first see the character, she's seen as an enemy, and it takes a little bit to realize exactly who and what it is that she truly is. And when that reveal gets shown, it's very shocking, very jarring, and you now think to yourself whether or not this is truly a villain. Definitely an antagonist, but is this really a villain? And now, while she has done some morally questionable things, guys, let's be real, how does this hold up as a Crimson Abyss song in general? And my personal opinion, I think it's a 7 out of 10 for a specific Crimson Abyss theme song, because you do have to do some pretty deep diving in the character itself, and you find out a lot of things about Crimson Abyss through her interactions when you actually get her. And I don't think a lot of people have Crimson Abyss because she is an older unit, and Crimson Abyss is more so for the OG Alpha fans and OG Punishing Gray Raven fans, as when she dropped, she was arguably one of the best characters that did come out. And now when you look at the lineup nowadays, the power creep for Punishing Gray Raven in terms of how much time stop there is, how many iframes there are, is like insane. But I feel like this song specifically doesn't speak to just Crimson Abyss. It speaks more so to the overarching Alpha character. So this song definitely gets a 10 out of 10 for me, but you know what? I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 for just Crimson Abyss specifically, but Crimson Abyss's theme is definitely up there. And now we're going to move on to the next one. We're going over to Crimson Weave. Okay, we're going over to Crimson Weave. Okay, hey, you know this channel. We're going over to Crimson Weave. Okay, so Resounding Storm. This is a song that I've listened to like 68 times in a row. I counted. I literally had the song on repeat. Resounding Storm came out as a theme song more so specifically for Crimson Weave. And obviously it's showing B-roll footage for the transformation state between Crimson Abyss and Crimson Weave. Just listen, guys. I break my chains, those weary eyes. I will hide all the flames that keep burning inside me. And one time I'll stand before my feet. Oh my god, guys. Feels like ooh! Guys, she might be the greatest to ever do it. Oh, I can sit here and listen to Crimson. I can sit here and listen to Crimson Weave and Crimson Abyss music all day. Oh my god. Look at the little kitty. We're about to get into the Crimson Weave aspect. Oh, the memories. She's going through all the memories. Oh, the tower. Feels like the transformation sequence. Woo! Oh, she said she's got so much aura. No, man, this is just too goated. It's too hype. Yes, baby girl. Woo! No, no. No, this is not my bias coming in. This is not my bias coming in. This is not my bias coming in. I have to be objective. I have to be objective. And there's the To Our Destiny fucking poster fucking shit, man. Oh my god. This and To Our Destiny is like some of the best to ever do it. Oh, look at Crimson Abyss. And then she opens her eyes and it's, oh my god, Crimson Weave. Okay, guys, look, guys, listen to me. Let me tell you something. Okay, guys, look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Resounding Storm as a song is a 10 out of 10. It really is a 10 out of 10. Now, speaking to the character overall, it does do a great job of that. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10 for speaking to the character overall, but as a Crimson Weave specific theme song, it's easily a 9 out of 10. Easily a 9 out of 10. This is a 9 out of 10, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's almost a 10 out of 10 for speaking to Crimson Weave itself. The mentioning in the lyrics of breaking the shackles, you know, going through that filtering, the memories, fighting against the darkness on a front that nobody else had even thought to be able to fight said darkness on that front from such an angle of being an Ascendant and doing what you believe is the best possible path for you to go on. I mean, Resounding Storm just brings it just brings a sort of vibe and aura to the alpha character that we hadn't gotten before the Crimson Weave patch dropped. And now people can say what they like about the Crimson Weave gameplay. We're not here about gameplay. We're here about narrative. We're here about lore. We're here about all these things. When that wave of the filtering had been activated, it was like some Order 66 shit. When that ended up happening, obviously through the willpower of her own being, and I do believe she did get some assistance from Luna for stability's sake, but I don't think Luna was 100% needed. Now, I know that it's been so long, but I know that there might have been something that was said or shown that would prove otherwise, but I genuinely do think that Alpha would have been able to go through that whole thing on her own if she did not already. The whole breaking of the shackles, denying the voice, denying the virus, and its control over her body is something that really matches with Resounding Storm's vibe, and it almost sounds heroic in a sense. It almost sounds like a heroic comeback, because when you really sit down and think about it, Alpha and Lucia are one and the same, obviously, in terms of like what they're supposed to represent, and that's perseverance. No matter what sorts of horrible things happen to you, the character remains, and they still push forward to what it is that they want to do and what needs to be done. They both have a duty that they need to follow, for both Lucia Alter and for Alpha, the original Lucia. So the heroic vibe that you get from it is definitely the Lucia aspect of it, and so the lyrics of that rebellious renegade shatter, go against fate sort of things, that's definitely the Alpha aspect. And with the latest chapter that came out, as much as I hated the ending, and as much as there was some bullshit that went down narratively that kind of completely undercuts, undermines, and ruins a lot of the things in the overarching Punishing Gray Raven story, it really does ruin a lot of things within the verse itself. The patch itself, like the chapter going through it was very good in terms of the way it was presented and in terms of certain narrative moments, especially with little baby Lucia, aka little baby Alpha. So yeah, I definitely do feel like, with the context of the latest chapter, it gives a new meaning to who I used to be and a new meaning to Resounding Storm. So overall, Resounding Storm gets a 10 out of 10. Speaking to the actual character, I definitely I'll give it an 8 out of 10, and then speaking to Crimson Weave itself, that's definitely a 9 out of 10. Resounding Storm is just, you can't bet against it. You really can't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the next and final theme that we have here representing Inverse Crown is Down the Cursed Path for Homecoming Voyage. I've listened to this a few times. The first time I wasn't necessarily down. I can't lie, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't really down with the theme. I wasn't, and I know that sounds crazy, but the theme song didn't really do much for me. But I will say this, after listening to it a couple times, really started getting into it, really did start enjoying it. Let's see how it is on this listen, and let's see what you and I think about how this represents the actual class Inverse Crown, how this represents the character overall, and out of 10, just how good the song is in general. Now, of course, we've got the AMC Kuro Games. AMC. Okay, so I will say the beginning is actually really good. Yo, she looks so beautiful. She doesn't even look like the same character almost, But she looks like Alpha here. So much evolution that's happened, man. My god. This instrumental is good. This is a very, very good instrumental. Yup. Ooh. Yup. Ooh. Yeah. One thing I will say, I wasn't down with the following the pseudo tempo, but it is kind of fire when I listen to it again. It's very hard to pull off this type of song. Oh, the mention of the multiverse, I didn't realize that. Ooh! 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 Yo, these are bars! Ooh! Hit it, hit it, hit it! Oh my god, wait a minute! Wait! Wait, bring it back! Bring it back! Wait! Start from the multiverse line again! Start from the multiverse line again! Wait. Oh. Multiverse with my blade. Oh. No, wait. I was talking all that shit, but it's... Hit it again. Hit this shit again. Oh. Oh my god! No, this isn't real! How is it this hard? No. I'm sorry, Down the Cursed Path. Yo, I was not. Wait. No, chat. You don't understand. It's one of those things, right? Where it's like you listen to it and it's like, damn, this is kind of like mid, and like you and then you listen, you gotta like keep listening. It's like fucking Eminem, like new gen Eminem. Like you listen to his like new shit once and you're like, fuck, did he like fall off? And you like listen to it again and you're like, oh shit, wait, these lyrics is kind of fire. Like wait, and then when you listen to it one more time, you like listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh my god, this is why Eminem's the greatest rapper of all time. This is why even the later generations are like, who's the best rapper? And they're just like, Eminem, dude. Like it's Eminem. Even brain rotted like people will be like, yeah, dude, like Eminem is the greatest of all time. Like he's the greatest to ever do it. Like, dude, it's just one of those things, man. Holy shit. I was not familiar with just how hard this actually was. Holy fucking fish paste. Like this, anyway. Oh my god. Alright, hit it again. Build up to the bridge again. The beat is good. This is genuinely fire. Oh, look at that black hole in her eye, man. The crown is like fire. Like the crown, like look at that thing. It's beautiful. Yo. Here we go again. Ooh. Every step. The twisted. Mine. Oh my god. Wait. Oh. Oh. Wait. From and evade. Oh my god, wait. No. No, dude. No, I can't. Oh, that visual is hard. Okay. Shit. I was talking all that shit before, and then I gave it another listen, and I'm like, shit, man. Guys, let's go ahead. Let's get into the breakdown. Jesus Christ, man. That was hard. All right, now, first of all, like, as a song itself, right? I do want to give it a 10 out of 10 overall. I do believe I gave every single one of the songs a 10 out of 10. There was a part of me that wanted to give this a 9.5 for the sake of, like, entry, of, like, actually, like, getting into the song itself. But like, you can really appreciate the beginning when you're, like, really into music. And as somebody who's, like, really into music, I had to give it a couple of listens, and I recognize following the pseudo tempo. I recognize, you know, following all these things. You know, it like to the untrained ear, it sounds like she's singing off beat, but she's really not. This is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. The song itself is definitely a 10 out of 10. The visuals are very nice. They are very nice visuals. Speaking to Inverse Crown itself, the lyrics definitely, in my opinion, match Inverse Crown. Does the song in its entirety match Inverse Crown? I think for the most part, the song itself overall does match Inverse Crown. I think it does. I really do think it does. Why is my nose like stopped up? Like, was this just like so sick that I now have a disease? Did I contract the punishing virus from this song? But anyways, it definitely speaks to her in a level of an 8 out of 10 in my opinion. As a character, in terms of just the song itself, the lyrics matches her amazingly. This is definitely an 8 out of 10 in terms of like speaking to the actual character itself. I don't even remember like all of the scorings that I did before. I'm pretty sure I gave like a 7.5 or an 8 for the Crimson Abyss and the Who I Used to Be thing. This song does not speak to the entirety of Alpha's character anywhere near in the way that Who I Used to Be does. Who I Used to Be still does that perfectly out of all of the songs. So this is like speaking to Alpha from beginning to end overall as a character is definitely a 6.5 to a 7. This is more specifically for the events that transpired for Inverse Crown, whereas Who I Used to Be speaks for the actual character in general, regardless of what iteration it is that you make of Alpha. Resounding Storms is like an 8, I believe, for speaking to the character itself, but for this specific song, Down the Cursed Path, it's definitely an 8 for speaking to Inverse Crown. I definitely do think it's an 8 for speaking to Inverse Crown. 6.5 to a 7 for speaking of the character overall, but yeah, that's just how I feel, man. Compared to the other ones, this is hard. This is definitely hard. Like, this shit goes hard, right? Like, it definitely does go hard. I'm not gonna lie, as great as this song is, as great as it is, I went back because it was hard. It really was. And this is not to say that this is like the worst thing they ever made. Like I said, this song overall, I do believe is like a 10 out of 10, or at least close to it if you really want to get technical. But it's like Resounding Storm and Who I Used to Be do certain aspects a little bit better for the character itself and for the character they're representing a little bit better. I mean, if the lyrics itself fits her to a 10 out of 10, like the lyrics fit Inverse Crown to a 10 out of 10, but I'm gonna have to rate it like this. For the overall scoring, like completely overall, I'm gonna have to say Resounding Storm, if you tally all of the scores that I gave as like first place. Who I Used to Be is like a very, very close second, and then Down the Cursed Path is a very, very close third. Like the difference between them is a little negligible. If you like put them all on pedestals, like it would look like Resounding Storm and Who I Used to Be is like a little bit on the same level, and then Down the Cursed Path is like slightly below. Like it's like Resounding Storm, and then you've got Who I Used to Be, and then like this is Resounding Storm, this is Down the Cursed Path. It's all extremely close. Like it's not like, you know what I'm saying, but I do believe that it is extremely close. But anyways, here's the final scoring in my opinion. Who I Used to Be, speaking to the overall character itself of Alpha, a 10 out of 10. Speaking to Crimson Abyss is an 8.5 out of 10. And then the song itself is a 10 out of 10. Resounding Storm, the song itself is a 10 out of 10. Speaking to Crimson Abyss is definitely a 9 out of 10. And speaking to the entire character of Alpha itself is definitely an 8 out of 10. And as for Down the Cursed Path, the overall song is definitely a 9.5 to 10 out of 10. Speaking to Inverse Crown is definitely an 8, perhaps a 9. And then speaking to the overall character of Alpha in general is a 6.5. I think I'm going to stick with 6.5. Not mid, but it's good. But yeah, that's how I basically feel about my absolute favorite character in Gacha of all time. Tell me what you guys think of the songs. Tell me what you guys, if you guys have similar ratings to me, if you guys agree or disagree with anything that I said. And I'll be making another video on Inverse Crown of how people are feeling about her on social media and all that, because, well, I mean, this is an online game, and so online opinions is the things that's gonna matter the most. I'm gonna be honest, guys. But anyways, I love you guys. This is probably gonna take me a little bit to edit, but I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and obviously share your opinions and comments down below. But I love you guys, and I want you all to take care. And peace.